Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having coffee in my beautiful fertility mug. Well, my grandmother got, or grandmother, a lot of grandmother energy this weekend. My granddaughter got me for Christmas a couple of years ago. She was 2, I think, at the time, or 3. Um, at any rate, how are you? I personally had an amazing weekend, had a lovely day with my children here and lots of fun there. And then a lovely day full of grandmother energy yesterday. I'm a member on Facebook here of the Grandmothers Global Council Network, or the Global Grandmothers Council Network. And it's not all people who are grandmothers, it is those of us of an age or with that type of wisdom. There are many younger women who have that kind of wisdom. It is such a change making group. On Facebook now, we have almost 56,000 members. So it is a thing. The grandmothers are needed, that grandmother energy, the wisdom. And so I invite you to step into that truth for yourself. Great morning, Susan. We need to talk. I've been meaning to talk to Susan, and it just obviously hasn't worked. So, incredible group coming in this morning, the brave ones, they call themselves. Good morning to you, Laurel. I haven't seen you in a while, but I suspect it's because I've been on at 7. I've been doing some physical therapy, and actually we'll start again here on a different aspect of this physical that's been promoting some challenges with my everyday activities. So I'm stepping in and going, okay, there's enough of this. Julia, I know you sent me a message, and it's like it appeared before I could read it, then it was gone. It was about riding around your car with a package for a couple of days. Welcome. It's good to see you here this morning too. So, huge message from the brave ones coming through, and the brave ones are a collective of that type of energy. And I believe they came in with some of the different people I was listening to yesterday on these 2 meetings with the Global Grandmothers Council Network. We have a platform we are launching October 10th so that we can actually interact more easily. Facebook, you can't even find your own post once you put it up. And when you've got 55,000 people, it's becoming very just complicated to maneuver in there. So we are creating a website, a platform to be able to come together. You can join that platform for free. You can join for 2 different monetary amounts a month, depending on how you might want to use it. But it is for all of the grandmother energies out there to come together to save this world. That is what we will be doing, and I invite you all to consider it. I will put that link in the comments here so you can go over and take a look at what's being offered. I really encourage you to consider this. It is a movement, and it is a powerful movement of change, of peace, of helping this world unfold into the truth of where we are going, which it's not going to look like that here for a few months. So we want to come together for strength, for support, for encouragement in one another. So the overarching theme came last night, and it is awaken. It is very much the truth of where we are right now in awakening to the truth of our power. And like I've said before, like I say in my classes, the retreats that I do, is that the only thing that you have to do, or I mean, that it is the only charge, really. Many of us have a different type of mission, but the only thing that you need to do in order to positively impact the world in a very big way is open up to the truth of your power and begin managing your vibration, because we're sharing that as we go out into the world every day. And in this way, it doesn't matter that you're not in vicinity of someone else. We are sharing energy now because energy is limitless. And the law of energy says it can never be changed, or, I mean, it can never be created or destroyed. and it will always go out and seek like energy. So if you're caught in this cycle of negativity, the certain little tools, pure love and joy tool and gratitude tool, will begin to pull you out of that. And the pure love and joy tool and gratitude tool can do it immediately. If you do it for 30 seconds and you don't feel lighter, do it for another 30 seconds. It really is a very powerful, energetic tool. And we need us to be showing up for the world right now. The way showers, the light workers, the grandmothers, the seekers, the understanders that we are more than what we seem, because we are. We came into this life purposefully right now. You are not under the circumstances. You are creating the circumstances with your words, your thoughts, your beliefs, your intentions for certain things to learn before you came in. How you respond to them in this lifetime is how we can make it easier, more resistive, more intense, and more challenging. So, good day to you too, Courtney. So the overarching theme is awaken, and the rest of it is so positive. It was really fun when these cards came up from the Archangel Power Tarot cards. The High Priestess, all three are the higher arcana, the major arcana in tarot. The High Priestess, powerful psychic insights. When you really start tuning into the truth of who you are, things begin to unfold for you. Last night, we had two of these meetings yesterday, sharing different gifts that these grandmothers have. I got to share mine in the first Zoom we did in the morning, and then I was blessed to listen to some amazing shamanic energy and women with wisdom in the evening. And I just felt compelled to create a mandala while I was sitting there listening. I've never done that. I did a mandala painting class last week. It was so fun, or maybe 2 weeks ago. Time is a little hard to keep track of these days. And then I got some templates so you can just create it. So it's pretty symmetrical. Needs to be for me. I'm not yet able to do it freehand. But anyway, I just got this piece of card tag board out and put the marks on there and just sat there and listened to these women and drew. And it was a web. It was so gorgeous and it was so fun. A new way of expressing what is coming through me. And we all have different ways to do that and different ways to be in the world. The way I am in the world is not the way you're going to be in the world, because the people that need you to show up are never going to see me. They're waiting for your light to shine brighter so they can find you. And it may be only because you need to smile at them in the grocery store. It can be that tiny. This isn't a huge shift for most of you. Some of you, it is a huge shift. The astrology we are in right now is so incredibly powerful. Last month, we had the portent of lots of water happening. And of course, we had floods in Poland. We now have this devastating after effects of Helene in the east and south, Florida and North Carolina. There's just so much impact, so much flooding. And I urge you to send love to those areas. Send your dollars. There's different ways. The Red Cross is a good choice to send your dollars to for Helene, but there are many agencies right now that are putting out where you can help. There's food banks in Ashland, North Carolina. If you feel so led, send them $20. I mean, when you think about the volume of what that could produce, if everybody in the country sent $20, sent $1. At any rate, don't ever think you don't have enough or it's not enough. That little bit makes a big difference, but it makes a difference for you. And it's all about you. You're the only one who can manage your own energy. You are the only one that is really accountable to how you behave in this world, your impact in the world. And so start becoming selfish. And self-care is huge right now for our nervous systems with the astrological alignment. Something I'm not an astrologer, but I listened to a few of them. Something's moving into Gemini towards this eclipse. We're coming up on the 4th and towards the beginning or the middle of the month. And Gemini is all about the nervous system. We want to begin to do some practices, deep breathing, some breath work. There are many videos online to follow on YouTube for breath work. Breath work is a powerful nervous system resetter, nervous system relaxer, and health producer, because you're hyperoxygenating your body. So there's so many reasons to do that. And I'm all about multiple reasons for doing one thing. So we had the high priestess, powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation. And this awaken card is about, sometimes when we're awakening, we need to be out in the world. Sometimes we need to pull back and be inward. Follow that guidance. That means sometimes you might have to awaken. I mean, you might have to change plans that you said you were going to be somewhere, and your nervous system is going, oh, no, not right now. That's not something I can do right now. So you've got the high priestess. The next one is the world. Like everything is working for you right now. So you want to take advantage of this energy. A very happy ending. Something you've been working on is coming full circle, and things are working out in your favor. Hold on to that energy, because there is always going to be times when we go, I don't know. Just, well, probably less than 2 weeks ago, I was feeling like, it's like, I think I just need to pull back. I mean, nothing seems to be working. I feel like I'm just impotent in the world right now. Maybe I just need to pull back, quit doing lives, quit putting out retreats, don't schedule another class for a while. And it wasn't all bummed out energy. It was this there was the energy of holding place, which is always challenging for creators and warriors and way showers. And I was thinking, well, maybe this just isn't what I need to be doing now. I know without a shadow of a doubt, it is all what I choose to be doing, because it is where my heart is, where my soul needs to be. But I had that period of going, I guess, I mean, it didn't seem like lots of response. I had to cancel the retreat in September because I had 0 signups for it. And it's like, okay, well, my May was my last one. Maybe it was too soon. And what I know is people are quite unsure right now of things in the world, and throughout the world. People I've talked to, people are very inward, and they're pulling back, and they're kind of holding their breath. And so, it made sense that things didn't happen. But I have a retreat scheduled for November. I've already got 2 signups for that. And so, I mean, a very fun happening that made me understand that, like the warriors, like the brave ones, we want to have brave hearts. We want to continue putting out. We want to continue one step forward, because that is where we need to be always. We are the way showers. We are the ones that are changing the world. And again, find a group to be part of. I urge you, Global Grandmothers Council Network, to consider joining that Facebook group online, and then consider the platform, because it is going to be a powerful way for us to bring that peace that is coming. We are the ones that get to do this. This is why we came in at this time in history, and also a great deal of grandmother energy and ancestral energy healing and coming through right now. We get to heal the ancestors. We brought in such a boatload of their energies. It's not always fun, not always easy. And especially when you learn what part of that energy really isn't even yours, it's enlightening. And it's also freeing to go, oh, well, that makes sense, because I feel so burdened this lifetime, that things have not been easy. And right now things are even more in tumult inside us and in the world. The traffic over the last few days has been outrageously crazy. People are very afraid right now. We need to be the holders of the light, the holders of peace in the world, putting out more of that. If you're very politically active in your belief system, that is wonderful. But I got to tell you, that can produce a lot of resistance. And the truth is, nothing you say on Facebook is going to change anybody's mind. And if you pay attention, when you have to post things about your political beliefs, it is because you are in a place of upset and you want your understanding to be put out there. it is rarely from a place of love. That is the truth. Because in politics, there's very little about love. It is all, particularly now, a divisive way to live. And that is just one of them. You know, we learned growing up, you don't talk about politics, you don't talk about religion, you don't talk about money, because they're divisive. Let's talk about the things that are inclusive, that are peacemaking, that are lovely, the wonderful things that happen in the community around you. Be bringing that forward, because we need to see more of that. Someone mentioned a while back about all they see on their feed is political stuff and you know, hatred and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know why? Because that's what you're engaging with. Facebook is very much like the universe. It will bring to you what you focus on most. Your energy will go out and bring to you more of what you're putting out into the universe, what you're focusing on, what you've been dwelling on. That's why you want to manage your own vibration. You want to do more quiet meditative time. Put on music that brings your system into greater peace and harmony. And that can be, you know, your rock music from whenever you were, you know, into the throes of that. Heavy metal rarely will do that. That headbanging metal, cacophonous music is not peaceful to anyone's nervous system. And I know that's a blanket statement and very judgmental, but I know that to be true, because we vibrate at certain vibratory balances, and those musics are very much in anti-balance for our nervous system. So pay attention to what you're bringing in, what you're watching on television. You know, I love mysteries and detective stories and stuff, but the truth is, some of them are incredibly dark in their energy. And you know which ones when you start watching it. They are never going to uplift. They're never going to bring you into a peaceful place. They're going to bring you more fear and discomfort. And so, I mean, they're just ones that I have had to quit watching in order to keep myself in a place of more inner peace. And then the last card that came up was the Magician. Again, like I said, the universe brings you more of what it is you're putting out. How come that isn't coming into focus? Well, it just isn't. But this is, you can manifest the life you want. What you focus on expands. And if you're focusing on everything you can't do, everything you don't have the opportunity to do, the money to do, the time to do, the ability to do, if you focus on everything you're not, if you focus on everything you don't have, you will continue to get more of the energy that reinforces all of that. If you begin in just one small way to believe in one small thing that is wonderful about you, that you get to bring through, maybe you write poems, maybe you write silly little songs, maybe you can teach someone how to do something that you know how to do, maybe you're raising small children. And that is a very powerful way to be changing the world as you weave peace and harmony into your raising of them, and keep them out of yeah, it's exactly true, Julie. It's like my feed never has political stuff on it. My feed never has hateful, dissentive stuff, because when those things come across that people post, I don't engage with them. Pretty soon I don't see them, because I'm getting more of what I'm focused on. YouTube's the same way now. I mean, it is kind of scary and eerie, but the truth is, what I'm feeding myself will come back to me, and what I'm putting out into the world will come back to me. So know that you are the manifester of your life. If you do not like what is in front of you, then change what is inside of you. Change what you're putting out into the world. I'm open, I'm willing, I'm ready. Guide me, show me when I'm in that act of negative creation for myself, because it's very much a habit, and a lot of it is coming from our subconscious. We have to purposefully rewrite those tapes with positive present tense affirmations and emotion behind that. You know, we are powerful manifestors. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. This is the time to begin to shift, how you walk in this world. Are you under the circumstances or are you creating the circumstances? It does take bravery for us to walk into what is happening from now over the next few months. That is why it is imperative that we hold our energy, that we work it. And it's probably going to take more of our own intentional time of shedding pure love and joy, recounting what we are grateful for, using whatever is coming through. Like for me, the mandala, it's like that fire in me, right? I just want to sit down and make mandalas, not for anybody, but for me, for what is coming through. And so it's like we all have a something that will fire us up. And if you really don't, then focus on what it is you have been bringing through yourself, because that place of boredom, of negativity, of fear, of angst, worry, agitation is all coming from within you and being reinforced by the energy you're putting out because you're bringing it back. And let me make it clear. There are times in our lives when it is really horrendous. Just had a friend whose grandson committed suicide. She had lost her son years before this, the father of that child, to an opioid overdose. I mean, it is reasonable for her to be in a place of, intense sadness and grief and anger and upset. And we allow those times. We, just indulge in those times. It is appropriate for her not to be okay right now. And those of us who are in our everyday life, it is appropriate for us to be working on behalf of someone like that, shedding pure love and joy on her, that boy's mother, his siblings, his cousins, all of that. That is how we can make a difference in this world, shedding pure love and joy on that family for 30 seconds. Remember, get to that place of heart swelling love. And then that intention, the power of your intention is far more than you know. And ask the universe to give you some insights of how your intention is impactful, because that even brings you more bravery. It brings you more intention to be that change that you can be in this world, and it brings you more power. So on this incredible last day of September 2024, or whenever you are viewing this video, it is perfect for you to hear. Go out into the world with a higher vibration by monitoring, managing your own energy starting now. Bring your angels, guides, companions in to walk along with you. And when it is less than comfortable, always ask, what did I bring this for? How can I work with this to learn the most from this? And how can I become better because of this? Then you're in your power. You are no longer under the circumstances. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle.